Hi everyone, Beth here from CornerPiece Studio. I'm here on this Monday evening to show you how far I have gotten on my gnome journal. It is pretty cute and it's working on getting a little chunky here. I got my signatures all put together. I just want to show you what I have put in here for them. Okay, I haven't done anything to the inside yet because the signatures are going to get glued to the inside. So let's pull this out of the way. Alrighty, I hope you're all having a good evening and had a wonderful day. We're starting to thaw out here in South Carolina. We had woke up to about 9 inches of snow yesterday. So, but anyway, it's clearing out and all is well. So last night I put together six signatures to go in here, and it fits in here pretty nicely, and it will eventually chunk out. It'll get fat. So the way that I'm going to put them in is a little bit different. Usually I stitch my signatures into my cover, but I'm not doing that this time. This time I'm going to glue them all together and then glue this side and this side to the inside cover. So I have never done it before. I saw Natasha for Treasure Books. She did it. It looked really cool. So I figured I'd give it a try. So let me show you what's inside here. Yes, they are all bound with some sort of a twine or string, whatever you choose to use. And I'll let you know the reason for that in a few minutes. Just want to show you what's inside. This is not going to be seen because it's going to be glued to the inside of the cover. So this is cardstock paper to make each signature sturdy. And with each one, with the cardstock with it, there's 12 papers in each signature. There's paper bag. There's old map. There's sketchbook paper. There's scrapbook paper. See, this is thin. This is thick. There's brown wrapper paper from deliveries. There's magazine paper. I took two pieces and glued them together to make them a little more sturdy. They overlapped. There's writing paper. There's some more scrap paper. There's some sketchbook paper, more sketchbook paper, music paper, and another piece of paper bag. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 pieces in each signature. So, and what's going to happen here is this one is going to get glued to this one. And then this one will get glued to that. Then this to that, this to that, this to that. And then let this whole thing dry. And then it'll get glued in here from here and here. And what I'm going to do, I usually like to use glue stick. However, to be able to move it around when you want to move it, in case it doesn't line up right, you want to use a wet glue. So I'm going to use some tacky glue for that. Now, for the reason that I bound these together like this with twine is I like the idea of being able to add to the book. Pretty cool, huh? I like that idea. Or if I wanted, I could put it here. Add it here. So it's part of it's here, the other part's on the other side. So that's pretty neat. I like that idea. So we'll see how it goes. So this is part 2. Part 1 was the cover. Part 2 was the creation of the signatures. So what I'm going to do now is show you how I intend to glue them together. Let's get these out of the way. So there's one thing you want to remember is when you're doing this, you're not gluing way back to here, because if you do that, everything is just going to come sticking out like that. And you don't want that. You want it to be more flat. So see where it comes apart? That's where you're going to stop. And let's see how big that is. I think that's probably about 1.25 inches. So that much of it I will not be gluing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that at 1.25 inches, so I know to not go past that. All right, so this is about 1.25 inches wide. So I'm going to put this here so I know to not glue in that spot. So yeah, Natasha from Treasure Books has a great video that she put out a little while back, and I happened to see it the other night and I thought it was a pretty cool idea. So, and the other thing you have to make sure is that when you put these together, that all your edges line up nicely. So let's put some glue on, and I'll glue the first two together, and then I'll go off and do the others. Let me put this in here so I don't go over on my pages. So I'm going to go down this edge and do my edges really well, because if these don't quite line up, this glue makes it easy for you to be able to move things around. So I hope you're all doing well. You had a good weekend. Yeah, we got snowed in yesterday. We just stayed home, didn't go out at all. And we went out today, did some errands. So, and there were some pretty slick and icy spots on the roads, because down here in the south, they don't really have sanders and salters and snowplows. So that was interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do now, let me just make sure I'm in frame. Yes, I am. I'm going to make sure that my corners and my edge are lined up first. Make sure they are lined up. And then I'll make sure the rest is lined up. See, that's not lined up there. I need to scooch it about a little bit and move this, because if they are not lined up, the book won't sit right. It will sit a little crooked. So there. Let me get this lined up here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get a scraper and get it all in. There we go. See? And it's just glued right there. This gap stays here. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on pause and do the rest. And then when I'm done, I will come back and I will show you that how I made out. Okay, I'll see you shortly. All right, everyone, I'm back. I have one more signature to go. See, I've got 5 together. They look pretty good. And now I have one more to go. I just wanted you to see the process one more time. So I'm going to shake my glue down, go down that line, cross my edges, and fill it in. This will also make the book pretty sturdy, being that these cardstock pieces are glued together also. So it's coming out pretty cool. I'm excited. I can't wait to use it. It's going to be my junky junk journal. I can't wait to be able to use it. I'm excited about it. All right, last one. Putting this in there, making sure my corners and my edges line up. That's good. That's just cut a little different, so it just didn't, that's all right. Everything else is lined up. So, okay. So, take this out. Always put a piece of wax paper in there. Use wax paper or parchment paper. See, it's all together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get something heavy to set upon this and let it sit there for 24 hours. And then I will be back to glue it into my cute little gnome cover. I can't wait. Can't wait. So I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you for being here and staying this long. Please press like and subscribe so we can see more of what I have going on in the future. Let's see what I can find to put on here. Okay, my box of markers. There we go. A box of markers, 3 layers of markers are going to sit on there. I'm going to find something else that covers it better, but for now, that's good. So y'all have a great evening, and thanks for being here, and I will be back soon to show you the next step. Have a good night. Take care. Bye now.